Now, I'm not even gonna lie when I say this. I feel like it's a little friggin' late for that, Megan. I don't I don't really the jam now. Why are you still? And this is funny because this In Touch exclusive, it came out on the same day that Meghan Markle flew back from Invictus Games. And we know that when it comes to these exclusives, right, they're literally words out of Meghan Markle's dirty Soho mouth. So I just have to say it's a little friggin' late, to be still mad about your jam, your failed jam in this In Touch Weekly exclusive, because we know this is exactly what she says. So this ridiculous story, and I don't know why she's still pissed off about it. Well, actually, hold on, let me take that back. I do know why she's still pissed off about it, because she failed. That's why she's pissed off about it, because she knows that she failed and she hates that everyone is in. Oh, thank you, Meghan. Thank you for your shitty jam. Thank you. Oh, yes, Meghan. That's why. Because that's what she thought that everybody was going to do. Kiss her ass for her stupid jam. So this says, quote, "It frustrates Meghan to no end that her jam was ridiculed by so many people because none of the naysayers ever tasted it." It's not even about the fact of the jam. And as a matter of fact, that's not true, because I don't know about not tasting it, but we saw the damn jam and it looked gross. Remember? The jam looked so disgusting in the jars where we saw it. It was absolutely disgusting looking. So that's absolutely ridiculous. So the naysayers that haven't even tasted it, it's totally unfair to have all this negativity being spewed about it by people who have literally never tried it. Well, the problem that I'm having is that why? Look, it's right here. Look, no, February 12th. This was the same day. Oh crap! I'm sorry. It's right here, February 12th. This was the same day that Meghan left over there from Invictus. Why the hell is she still pissed off about it now? What is going on? Why is this even out here? What is she complaining about her jam? Hold on. Is Meghan one of these people that she'll start thinking about something from the past and then she'll let it take over her emotions, like completely for the day, and then she's pissed off about it all day long? Is that it? That's probably what it is, isn't it? I could totally see that, they're at Invictus. Harry's there with her. She's already annoying because she's all over him, right? And then Meghan starts talking about the jam out of nowhere, right? And she's one of those people that she'll bring up something from the past, like the jam that was freaking 8 months ago. So she'll bring it up and she'll get pissed off about it, and then she'll yap his ear off. You could totally see it happening. She's one of those people that'll let one small little thing just completely take over her. No doubt in my mind, that's how she is. So the fact that this story is coming out at the exact same time when she left from over there, that's easy to see, because it's like she's sitting there, right? And the funniest part is that this has nothing to do with anything involving Invictus Games. So they're sitting there at Invictus Games, and then she looks over to Harry and she says, "My damn jam." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Do you remember? You remember how all those people made fun of the jam? You remember?" And he's like, what are you talking about? That was like 8 months ago. She's like, "I don't care. Like, I can't believe that happened. I can't even fucking believe that happened. I can't believe they all did that." And then he's just there, and they're all trying to enjoy something that's in the moment, but she's so narcissistic that she's thinking about something that happened 8 friggin' months ago. You can totally see it happening. You can absolutely see it. It's totally unfair to have this negativity being spewed about it by the people who have literally never tried it. But instead of that making her want to throw in the towel and scrap her plans for this gem, it's just made her more determined to get on the shelves so that the public can actually try it. Meghan, let's go ahead and calm down, because no, as a matter of fact, we've already figured out that the only reason this crap is getting on the shelves is because Netflix wants some type of return on investment. That's literally the only reason. There is no other reason than that. I totally feel like this is out of left field. It really is. The source notes she's absolutely convinced that once people taste her jam, they will completely change their opinions because she knows it's a high quality product. Everyone that has actually tasted it raves about how great it is. Well, I would love to find out who that is. I think the only people that we saw taste this crap were what is her name? Chrissy Teigen, and she didn't even actually eat it. And then remember, Nacho, he didn't even actually eat it either. He faked it. So I would love to hear this. I would absolutely love it because we do have that crap coming out on March 4th, right? Let's not forget that. She's absolutely convinced that once people taste it, they will change their opinions. Well, let me say this. If I could get some to review for my people, sure. Yeah, it probably sucks. But if I could get, yeah, I'll try it. Why not? I mean, I'm going to have to watch a stupid cooking show that has no cooking so that way I can review it for my people, and I'll do it. Sure, why not? A second source previously dished In Touch confidants. She's setting herself up for another embarrassing failure. It's already a failure, Megan. It's already a failure. There's nothing that has. I can't see. It's too dark. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That is so much better. Okay. I'm hoping she gets sued when someone finds a black curly hair in their jar. Well, you got to remember, Pam Marie, when it comes to that, she's not going to be doing anything herself. All of that crap that she's doing right now, it's literally all going to be done by other people, maybe even slave labor. You never know. I would absolutely think that it would be done by slave labor. Second expanding list. Okay, so let's just go on. A quote: Meghan does need some more capital to put behind it. Oh, Harry, they're talking about you in the press, Harry. They want some more money from your wallet. Just take his black card when he's asleep, Meghan. I'll give you that advice. How about that? Take his black card to put behind it so she can produce it on a large enough scale to get it on shelves. And the word is she's making that a priority this year. She is? Well, that's not what we've been hearing in the last 2 weeks. Because in the last 2 weeks, it's just been nothing but Netflix wants to put it in their store. And that's the only reason they're doing it is to recoup some kind of return on investment. That's the only reason. So okay. So that's about it. All right. She does need some more capital. Yeah. So that is about it. Okay. Well, I feel like she's still pissed off. She is. She's still absolutely pissed off about this. And why? Because she failed. Yeah, that's true, right? Because she failed. All right, let's finish off this video with a little royal recap. Okay, so we got Vogue and this ring. Let's see, earlier today, the fake Meghan Markle royal ring that apparently this ring right here is worn by monarchs and members of the royal family. Now, that's very, very interesting, I would have to say, because why does Meghan Markle want to wear a ring of the racist and oppressive royal family when she's the one that said that they're racist and oppressive? That's an interesting thing. Isn't that a kind of question, Meghan? Why are you doing that? Because obviously she's trying as hard as she can to look royal. That's obviously why. That's been the most obvious thing from day one, especially about this woman. Huge, just massive hypocrite. She's absolutely a massive hypocrite. And I bet you the whole half in, half out thing was her problem. I mean, her idea. Okay, next one. The Associated Press gets Markled. Oh, this is a big story right here. The Associated Press, this is what happens when you have people that get on Meghan Markle's side. This is just what happens. Every single time that someone is on her side, they eventually go down. And this time it's the Associated Press. We've also heard about Blake Lively. What she's going through right now. Let's not forget that. Blake Lively was on Meghan's side. We also know now with the AP, they've been banned from the White House and from Air Force One because of their propaganda reporting, which is hilarious because, they chose Meghan Markle's side. And this is just what happens when you do that. I would tell the people on Meghan's side, just don't. And here it is right here. We can go into this one. Here's a little recap action too. Because also, let's not forget with Omid Scobie, Kendall, it's all smooth down there. Not only has Blake Lively been markled because of what she's going through, we also had this Jose Andres dude get markled. Remember? He got fired from his job because, that's just what happens when you're affiliated with Meghan. And then, of course, Omid Scobie, Kendall, it's all smooth down there. They just forced him to shut down his company. And, hey, man, I'm not praying for people's downfall, but hey, that's just the shit that happens when you are affiliated with Meghan. I truly believe that that's the wrong side. I do. Like, I remember when I first came into the game of these two idiots in the royal family, and I like started looking at everything. I really came from a neutral perspective. And I remember I used to look at it and be like, yeah, these are the bad guys. Harry and Meghan, they're really, really, really the shitty people. Okay, so the next one on this royal recap. Meghan Markle mocks Prince William, calling him pompous. Now, this has to do with William and Charles taking life more seriously. That's what the worst part about this is that you have Meghan Markle where, let's face it, okay? Let's face it. This woman has never taken anything seriously. She's always drifted through life, and the lies that she's done. I think when you look at the lying factor, where the list of lies would be maybe 4 times as long as the list of truths. So you can see that this woman has never taken anything seriously. And that's why her business ventures, that's why they've always failed, because when she tries to do something, she does it half-ass. So when she sees William and Charles taking things seriously because they're going to be the future, William's going to be the future king, she calls him pompous. That's what the report, I believe it was Tom Quinn's book. I got to buy that so we can read it. And I remember it said that she called Charles and William. She said, why do they take everything so seriously? Well, because there's actually pressure to their jobs. They're not Harry. And I think that's real. I do. I think that he doesn't take life seriously. And that's why the whole thing with the visa case happened. That's why everything has happened, because everything is a game to him. Like that whole notion. I didn't run that story. I should have. There was the story about how Harry, he didn't realize the damage that he did with his stupid book, right? With the spare book. And I totally believe that. I do. I absolutely believe that this guy was so stupid in his life, okay, that he would put out a book talking about his family, and then when everyone gives him shit for it, he's like, oh no, well, I didn't know. My head is so far up my ass, I don't even think about other people. I didn't know. I don't know. And I really believe that. I do. I absolutely believe that this guy doesn't know, and he didn't bother to think about it. Yeah, he's a dunce. He's a stupid person. He really, really is. So I think that's real. And then there was also a few stories about Harry living in a bubble. The butler said that he grew up in a bubble like that. How you doing, Marin and Pam? And also Kimberly, thank you so much for being here. And he grew up in a bubble and stuff like that. But yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay, so next one on this royal recap. The client is facing his day of reckoning next week. Next week, he will be facing a day of reckoning because it's on the 20th, which is a Thursday. And there will be some talk. Well, we're going to see. I'm very optimistic, but we're going to see what documents are released, what documents the Heritage Foundation asks for. It's going to be a very interesting turn of events, because you can really see that what we're living with right now, if the current president wouldn't have won, we wouldn't be here. Seriously. I'm not even lying when I say that. I really, truly believe that this guy was protected by the last president so hard at every single turn. I do. So the fact that now, there's a possibility that we could get these documents. Oh, I want to see it, and I want to see what it says. It's going to be so good. All right, so let's move on with this royal recap. Oh, and then we have the big story from yesterday. The two idiots were exposed with all their Democrat donor money. And essentially, from what I remember, it was something like $600,000. I don't have it here. You know what? Yeah, let's go find it right now. Right now. Okay. Because this is the big one. This is the very, very big one. Meghan, Harry, Democrats. New York Post. There it is right there. There it is right there. So I want to see these numbers, and we're going to get through them. We're going to make it happen. Let's go. Let's go with these stupid ads. Oh, I swear, these ads, I hate them so much. Okay. Two idiots move further wide between Harry and his family because he's a douchebag. Okay, ads again. Okay, here we go right here. Where was it? The Archewell Foundation. Hold on, let me get this comment out of the way. The Archewell Foundation, nonprofit started with by the two idiots in 2020, doled out 146.5 to this George Craig in 2023, an independent media strategist. That's 146, and then plus 25, 171. And then plus another 120. I think that looking at 291. Let's see. Another Greenberg, whatever. Firms, Bose, Bill Clinton. Yeah. We know what he did. Monica Lewinsky in the Oval Office, getting some dome. Craig's boost. Okay, Archewell, another 90. So that's 480,000. And then another 250. And that's the one to Ashley Biden. Right, 250, 480, 250, 620, no, 720, 480 and 250. Yes, 720,000. Damn. And then another 155 to Herlihy Loughran, a firm run by two former Buckingham Palace aides, Beth Herlihy and Clara Loughran. See, this is an interesting one here. I didn't see anyone talking about this, I gotta say, because these are former Buckingham Palace aides. What is that about? Does anyone have any information on that? That's what I want to know. Why do these two idiots have former Buckingham Palace aides receiving 155K? Where is that coming from? You know, that's an interesting thing right there. Why do they have that kind of connection right there with that kind of cash? Also for pragmatic strategic services, it's important to know the two idiots. And then this is their statement. They put out this statement when we reported on this, which is the most ridiculous statement ever. It's important to note the two idiots did not endorse any candidate in the election. What does that have anything to do with what you've just been exposed for? And to suggest they're trying to curry favor with the Democratic Party, simply because a donation went to Ashley Biden's nonpartisan nonprofit focused on women's mental health, yes, where they only helped 12 people, or because they hired a consulting specializing in digital safety is misguided. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Why did YouTubers try to say the grifters were broke when they never were? I've never understood that either. I've never understood why people would want to say that these two idiots have money problems. I mean, they're not, like, for me, when Harry and Meghan have money problems, it's because they went from 29 million to, like, I don't know, 25. Like, that's their money problems. I've never believed where these people would have to be like, oh, we can't afford our rent, or we can't afford, our bills this month. No, hell no. These are rich people. These are people that they live on another plane of existence to us. We're normal peasants. They're like the rich elite. And I think I would say that the whole they're broke thing, I think that's a cope. I think that, to me, I think that's a cope for people. They just want to say that their life is worse than it is. No, I think these people's lives is great. I think that they're rich. They have nothing to do. Meghan Markle wakes up at 11 o'clock in the morning after partying until 4 the night before. And also we do know that, like, with this Invictus thing going on, right? we're not gonna see them for like 3 weeks, because don't forget, there's always a cycle. When they do a thing like this, right? They'll do a thing and then they go away for like 3 or 4 weeks. And then it's like there's even some media, some of the mainstream publications, they'll put out stories like, oh, where's Meghan? Where are they? What are they having problems in their marriage? Yada yada yada. But they do it every single time. And I guess because for Harry, he feels like going to Invictus Games and having a vacation that's supposed to be work. That's probably what he does believe. So then let's keep going on this royal recap. What do we got? 20 minutes? Okay. Yeah, let's do one more. We'll finish off on this one. All right, here we go. So the client implied that the rock stars were performing for free. Now, he said words like support. He said words like thank you. He said words like other people would have charged for their time. That's what Harry said. So I do have to say, him speaking like that in this CTV interview, him speaking like that, he really was trying to imply that he didn't spend $13 million on performers for the Invictus Games. That's what it is. And he really did. And I have to say, I think it's rather sociopathic with Harry, where he can sit in front of these interviewers and just straight up lie to them. I think it is. You know, we always talk about Meghan and how she's the evil one and how she's like a Black Widow type, and a lot of people blame Meghan, but I don't blame her only. Like I blame him too. And I think that Harry's just as bad as her, if not worse. Because when you see him do these interviews and he's just saying stupid shit, like he was talking about his 5-year-old child being able to talk about landmines. That's the stupidest thing ever. Oh, Daisy Day with the massive 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much, Daisy Day, for being here on this live where we find out that Meghan Markle is still pissed off about her jam. Why? Why are you still mad about the jam, Meghan? So yeah, going back to this, we're going to leave this up for a little bit. So going back to the client, I mean, I think that there's something to be said about the fact that this dude can sit in front of interviewers and lie right to their face. I think there is. And I think that's also a narcissistic thing, a sociopathic thing. I think that there's something there. It's not only Meghan and you know, well, I don't think sociopaths are smart. Because I was going to say he can't be a sociopath because he's so stupid, right? He's such an idiot. But I still think he does. And then also continuing on the royal recap, Meghan Markle does the first papwalk of 2025. Now, let's not forget, you can't actually see her face. I think this is one of the big things about this papwalk is that you really can't actually see her face. So was this a decoy? Tell me what you think in the chat. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Okay, no. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Is that Meghan Markle right there? Is that Meghan Markle getting off the jet? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Tell me what you think. I mean, I just feel like if that was really her, she would have shown her face. 1 for yes, 2 for no. We got 1s, we got 2s. Skinny ankles. Well, we know those shoes. She has those shoes. Remember, those shoes are like $400. 2, it's not her. It's not her. No, it's not her. 1, I see her ring. 1, flamingo legs. 2, it's not her. Hey, we're looking at kind of like 50-50 right? Meow. Looking kind of 50-50-ish. Organized Chaos. How you doing, Organized Chaos? Missed you. 50-50-ish, looking kind of 50-50-ish. So we got a little conspiracy going on right here. Now, we do know that the closing ceremony is her. The closing ceremony is supposed to be tomorrow. Now, I don't know why. I don't know why she would fake coming home. This is kind of, but the thing that gets me is that her fake hair, the weave? I don't know. Rachel is in Canada in a hot tub with Marcus at Soho House. Ugh. Could be true. Absolutely. Oh, Payne says 1. It's not her. T-Bird said it's not her. And I think that's an interesting thing. Yeah, the closing ceremony is supposed to be tomorrow. That's when Jelly Roll is going to perform. Jelly Roll and the Bare Naked Ladies. I did find it weird. I found it very, very weird that you couldn't see her face, because we know how Meghan is about, what do you call it? We know how she is about having her face in these pap shots with back grid, especially, right? With back grid. We know how Meghan is. So I thought it was especially weird that she didn't have her face seen. That was very, very weird to me. Okay, so let's keep going here. Fake royal ring, stupid jokes. Oh, of course. And then we got the 2 idiots copying Princess Catherine and Prince William. Now, this is ridiculous. I would have to say the least. This is ridiculous. At this point, you're taking it a level too far where it's not even defendable anymore. And I think that she doesn't care, because you know what the problem is with Meghan and Harry, or with Meghan, I mean, is that she's been taking the criticism for so long, and we know that she looks at her phone. We know that she's always online. She's been taking the criticism for so long that I bet you anything she's tired of it. And so now she's just owning up to it, and she doesn't care. So that's why when this was put out, and I remember the post, I believe it's on my YouTube community. Okay, this was in the morning. I think it was like at 8 or 9 in the morning. Okay, and then this one came out. Why? Because Meghan Markle woke up from her stupor, okay, from her binge the night before, and she woke up and she was like, oh, there's Catherine. How dare they? How dare they do this? Oh, I'm going to post a picture of me and Harry. So she had to copy her. And then not only that, they did talk about the whole, this isn't like royal protocol, yada, yada, yada. But that's why. So it's one of those things too where, what the shit? Hold on. What? Hold on. Where is this? Let me get something real quick. Why does their kiss? Hold on. Their kiss looks weird. I just saw it. Look, let me watch. Look. Watch. What the hell is that? Do you see that? What the hell is this? Why is there a freaking black blob in between them? I just saw that when I had turned my face. Look at his nose. What is that? You see that right there? Because I was looking, and then I turned my head, and I turned my head and I looked at you, and then I turned my head and I looked back at them, and I was like, what the shit? Look, right here. Is this fake, dude? Right there. Look at that. Look at all of what. It doesn't even look like their face is touching. I mean, that just looks weird. I'm not saying it's Photoshop or anything. Maybe it's pixelated from the black and white. But I just saw it like right when I turned, and it looks really weird. Look at his nose. And then the shadow of her hand. Look at the shadow. No, that one looks all right. But it's just this. It doesn't even look like they're touching. See, but then we'll move over to them. You see? Like you can actually see William touching her cheek. You see that? That's weird. Oh no, not that. Here we go. That's really weird. Wow. Did she fake this? Did Meghan Markle fake her own Valentine's Day card? Wow, that would be really friggin' sad. Did Meghan Markle fake her own Valentine's? See, look, it actually looks like his face is just smashed in. And I feel like you could just do that with Photoshop. You just smash the face in. And what if she just went outside and like made a face like this? You see that? What if Meghan went outside and made a face like this, right? And she went like that. And then she took a photo and then she just photoshopped Harry in right here. I'm serious. This looks so weird right there. Like, look at his face, how it's, see, his nose, like it's non-existent. Like, look at this right here. What the hell is going on? Yes, she did, right? This is freaking crazy. His nose is smushed. What? This is crazy. I gotta say, wow. I guess breaking news: Meghan Markle photoshopped her freaking Valentine's Day card. I gotta say, man, you know what this is? Desperate. This is desperate. Like, wow. Just look at this right here. She didn't want to mess up her. I know, right? Like, look at, watch. You see how the nose and the mouth and everything just looks like it's scrunched in? A forced kiss for the camera? Well, but that's the thing, is that means it would be real. His nose is smushed. That's weird. See? And then when you see it from far, like you see how the shadows here look, I don't know, forced or inserted. And you see how the shadows here like are real. I'm serious, man. I think Meghan Markle did something to this photo. I'm serious. This is crazy. This is absolutely bonkers. Like here. Because all you got to do, you know, all you got to do here is she takes this photo of her like that. Hold on, let me put this back. She takes this photo of her like that, right? She just stands up the camera, takes the photo, and she's like this, and then she'll insert the moron right here, and then all you got to do is zoom in and you smush his face back, because he doesn't even, like, what's up with this right here? You see this little indentation right there where it's supposed to be his nose and his mouth? You see that? The shadows are so weird. Black and white photos are easier to spot. It says hide Photoshop. Everything released is officially Photoshop. See? Damn. Lack of shadows on Meghan's face. Damn. Did we just catch this? This crazy breaking news right here. Meghan Markle faked her friggin' Valentine's Day post. And that's, you know what? I would say that's desperate. And why? Why? Because she saw the post. Okay. Meghan Markle saw the post. She let her emotions get the best of her, and she had to rush and chingas. I got to do it. I got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. See? And then what does she do? She puts out some crap like this. And you know, the sad part is nobody has said anything, but it's like, it's only when you look at it, it's only when you look at it for like a second. Like, because I really didn't notice. And then I looked at you, and then I looked at the thing, and I was like, what what is going on right here? See, it's right. And I saw it. Wow. So what a way to end off the show. Meghan Markle faked her Valentine's Day post. Holy shnikes. Holy shnikes on the dikes. Don't want to go there. Well, I mean, that's water. It has to do with water. Duchess of Vomits. Harry looks like he has a suntan. Yeah. But I think the other people were saying that this is true. I totally believe that. Black and white is easier to hide the Photoshop. Wow, man. That's desperate, man. That's desperate. That's what that is. That's very desperate. Yes. Colleen Sparks. Yes, the shadows are weird. Very, very weird. And I would venture to guess, what if this woman thinks that she's like smarter than everyone, right? And then she'll do this kind of shit and she'll say, well, I want to see if they'll catch me. I want to see if they'll notice, because you know how she watches, right? She watches, Paula and Megan's Mole and Popcorn Man and whoever else, all the names, right? She watches. So what if she does some shit like this, so that way she can see if anyone caught on to what she did? Dude, that's some straight up serial killer movie. Totally, you could see where she's putting in some type of message or some type of something, and she's doing it to arouse herself because she's so bored and so rich. I could totally see that happening. Because think about this, right? Let's put it from her point of view. Watch. Okay. She puts out a post for Valentine's Day, and that's the post that's going to get run to the entire world. Everyone's going to see it, right? So then she watches everyone to see if they pick up this bullshit. Look at that right there. Harry's nose is scrunched in. Harry's mouth is scrunched in. So then she'll do these kind of things to see if she can get away with it. This is so insane. It is, right? It is. Dude, this is crazy. I'm having so much fun. This is crazy. No, for real. This is someone that you're so bored. She's so bored in her life. Come on, nobody can tell me that they look at the nose, the mouth, everything right here, and that looks natural. That doesn't look natural, So what if she's doing that on purpose, so that way she can go and look around and watch everybody and watch the Zodiac grifter? See, right? And didn't they say, remember that it was proven that her relative is Jack the Ripper? Dude, she's got sociopathic tendencies. Hold on, we got to see what kind of tendency this is. Okay, watch. Let's go to this right here. Let's go to ChatGPT. What kind of tendencies is this right here? Let's see. Leaving clues for others to find in your own photos is considered narcissism? However you spell it. Let's see. Leaving clues isn't inherently narcissistic. It depends on the intention behind it. Well, she wants to get caught. That's the intention. If the goal is to create intrigue, tell a deeper story, or engage an audience in a meaningful way, it can be seen as an impression. However, if the intent is to bait attention, seek validation. Oh, there it is right there. Bait attention, seek validation, or manipulate perceptions, that it might lean towards narcissistic tendencies. It really comes down to why you're doing it. Well, why? Why would Meghan Markle release a fake Valentine's Day card? To make it look like her marriage is okay, right? To make it look like everything is fine. That's why. Because why else? Hold on, let's go find these photos. Why? Look at this one. I mean, look how pissed off she is. Does that look like a marriage that's fine? Does that right there? I mean, come on. I understand, I've been married. I've been in long relationships. I understand you have ups and downs. I get it. But that, dude, she looks like she hates him. And there's also been other photos where I've seen of him that I actually posted. I don't have it here Damn, I need to post that. And there's actually photos where Harry looks like he hates her. Look, let me see if I can find that. So that's why I think it's her. So let's see if we can find the one where she's all clingy on his ass. Oh no, that's the one where she was doing blow. Oh look, here it is right here. And then we can talk about this one too. Don't forget about this. Look, she's kissing him. You see, she's kissing him. Like, this was so obvious what this woman was doing. It was so just absolutely ridiculous. But that's a good segue to this royal recap. Harry and Meghan will never lose their titles, according to a royal insider. Do you believe that? 1 for yes, 2 for no. What do you think? That's what the royal insider said, and that was in the mainstream media. That wasn't from my sources. So that's what the royal insider said. It said that the two idiots will never lose their titles. And now you want me to tell you what I think? I would agree. I would say yes. I don't think they ever will. I think that these people are, I would go even as far as to say that they're half in, half out, and we all don't know about it, but that's a whole conspiracy. We're not going to talk about that right now. You know what I mean? But yes, I would absolutely say that they're never going to lose their titles, and that could be just the way it goes for the rest of the time, you know, because what kind of embarrassment would it be? And I was talking about this on my other show. I got to be very careful how I say this. If King Charles was to take Harry's title, I don't know about Meghan because she's been a normal person before. But I got to say this carefully, excuse me. If King Charles was to take Harry's title, I think Harry would spin out of control, and I think something bad would happen that Harry would do. That's all I'm going to say right there. That's the closest I can get to saying that. Because I truly believe that Harry has nothing besides his title. There is nothing. And he will never have anything. Because essentially that's all he has, right? So if King Charles was to take that from him, I feel that Harry would do something very bad. And it would be a bad day for a lot of people. And yeah, something bad will happen anyway. Maybe. But when I say that, like, you know what I'm talking about, what he'll do, you know, yeah, there's that whole conversation, only an act of parliament. We've been over that. I remember last year, you know, that was all over with Paula and them and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it looks very photoshopped. But I'm going to leave it there. I think that it's what Harry has with his title is very dangerous because that's all he has. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's very, very dangerous because when you pull at a string, and you know, even more, that's all he's had since he was a child. You know, now it doesn't matter financially. I just don't think so. I don't, but maybe we'll see. Okay, so we got this next one. Here's the next one. There we go. Meghan shares photos of the fake rented invisible children. Now, in this, they were talking about a dog, right? And Meghan Markle's dog. Now, I would have to say there is a possibility that the dog could exist in this footage. Okay, so I do want to travel down that avenue. There's a possibility that the dog could exist in this footage because for some reason this footage is giving off what she's going to use in her Netflix special. So I feel like this was filmed already, but I'm just saying what it feels like. Do we want to take it for face value? Sure, fine. We'll take it for face value. Sure. But the problem that I have with this one, you know, that one is supposed to be 3, or this one is supposed to be 3. He's supposed to be turning 6. This one is supposed to be turning 4, right? Oh, Freckles McGee with the massive $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Freckles McGee, for being here on this live where we did learn that Meghan is still crying about her jam. Let's not forget something that happened almost a year ago, and she's still crying in Touch magazine. But thank you so much, Freckles McGee, for being here. Poor guy, yeah. But I was finishing. Let me finish that thought real quick. The thought about the dog. Could it be that is the dog, the old dog that didn't die? Sure, because that would mean that Meghan Markle filmed that crap last year. Now that's that avenue. That's discussing the avenue. But also the reason that when I saw that, I was like, I don't think so, because they have 2 dogs. They cloned him. I don't think Meghan cares about something enough to clone it. That avenue, sure. I mean, I could see it happening, but I do know that they have 2 dogs. So that's why when I saw the video and I saw the dog and I was like, oh yeah, it's just a dog. The other one that didn't die. But the reason that I wanted to travel down that avenue is because she's been notorious for that. Meghan Markle has been notorious for recording something or doing something or taking photos or having photos taken, right? And then she'll release them freaking days later or months later or however long later. Like for me, the biggest one would be the farmer's market, right? Oh, she will only get 1 season. Oh, that's a good one. We'll talk about that after this. The biggest one for me would be the farmer's market, because I remember last year when not last year, or that was 23, when Meghan Markle went to the farmer's market and, oh, what the hell? What are you doing? And then Princess Catherine was at Wimbledon, and then Meghan Markle held on to those photos until Princess Catherine went to Wimbledon. Remember that? So I do think that there's a possibility when it comes to the dog. I see where the avenue is. I think I could agree with that. Okay, so get into this next one. Meghan Markle's cooking show will only get 1 season. Well, first of all, it's not actually a cooking show. And I do have to say this is a bit of an issue. How are you going to have a cooking show if there's not actually any cooking? Because they did confirm that she's not going to be doing any recipes. She's not going to have any kind of like, oh, we need 200 grams of flour and this and that and this and that. I mean, if you were to ask me, and I've said this from the beginning, if you were to ask me, this is the Real Housewives of Meghan Markle's multiple personalities. That's what I think this is. So when it comes to her show, am I looking forward to it? Sure. It's going to be a fun laugh. I think it's going to be very funny, because you know why? She takes herself so seriously. She really does. Oh, thank you so much for that, Lizzie B. Hey, not even Lizzie B. You're the master. Lizzie B is the master of AI. She absolutely is. She sent me some amazing stuff. Okay, let's go to the next one. Meghan Markle's cooking show is missing one huge thing. Yeah, and that huge thing is authenticity, of course. That's the thing that she has, and she'll never have authenticity. That's of course. I'm going to be seeing it, and it's going to be fake, you know. And what is even more hilarious about it is we just found out that the cooking show is not going to have much cooking, right? And all of the trailer was in the damn in the kitchen. You know, most of it at least. That was ridiculous, right? All right, next one. Oh, okay, let's see. She drops Priyanka. Nobody cares. Sean's only one. Okay, so we're getting pretty far back. So we're going to finish it off right there. Okay, thank you so much for being here on this live where we found out that Meghan Markle's still crying about her jam. We will catch you next time.